started a project for ARCore here. I used Unity to create the AR application that we will be using. So as you can see, you can create a new project. I'm just going to walk you through this again. First things first, we will be using, so since this project is the ARCore, we will be selecting the core here, and then make sure that you pick 3D, and then you will be this is where you put your project name. Let's just go with my project, and then select create a project. So, and then we'll just have to wait. Also make sure that you're selecting for your project that you will be selecting the latest version of the ARCore. Now we're just waiting. So once that's done, this is how it's gonna look like. And for now, we're just gonna skip the new version for now, and I'll just fix that later. So as I mentioned, there's already a project that I started working on. We'll just be looking at that. This one will take a little while to load, so just bear with me for a few more minutes here. Okay, so this is how it looks like as of right now, but I'm gonna go through the steps with you again. First things first. So Unity, this application can be used to create different games and applications, such as virtual reality mobile games, online games, and etc. So here, as you can see, I already have a bunch of stuff that I've created already, but I'll just go again, some steps here. So first, we will be going to settings. We have to modify. There's some things we have to modify. So first, we will be going to edit and then go into project settings here. So there are two types that we can create our app. So there's the iOS and the Android. So for right now, we will be going into the XR plugin management. So if we are going with, if you want to create an application for your Android device, then make sure that you are clicking this logo here, which is the Android settings, and then you make sure that you select ARCore. Or if you are creating an app for Apple for the iOS device, then make sure that you're selecting iOS, and then you click the ARKit as well. So make sure that ARCore settings are selected. It is required that you select both for the requirement and depth. Oh, also you go into ARCore here and make sure that you select required for both. Once you've done so, we can exit out of this and then go into the game object. So for that, so first of all, we go into game object here and then make sure that you select the camera. So once that's done, go into the projects menu, which is located here, just at the bottom left corner of your screen, and then you select the assets folder. I've already selected that. And now to get started, so we are going to right click here on the hierarchy, and then we select XR and create a new AR session. So create that. But for me, I already created 2 AR sessions before, so I am just gonna get rid of the camera in the AR session. I'm just going through the steps again with you guys so you can follow along. So once that's done, we are going to add an AR session origin, which again I've done that already, which is right here. So again, you go into the hierarchy, into XR, and then click AR session origin here. So sorry. And then there's also an AR camera, which is right here. I already selected that. I'll just go through it again with you. So we select AR camera, and this basically represents your phone device, and it will be relative to the AR session origin. I've done that already, so that's underneath here. So I can just get rid of that again. So after that, we will have to add the AR plane manager. It creates the game objects for each detected plane in the environment. So to do this, again, right click on the hierarchy, and then you go to XR again, and AR default plane. There you go. So that's the default plane here. So then this, as you can see, you have to select the AR session origin. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna drag this into the prefab plane, which is right here. So you're gonna drag that and place it to over here, which I've done already. So I'm gonna leave that there for now. So what it does is the AR plane manager, it allows us to visualize planes that are detected by your phone. And what we're gonna do after is we will need an AR array cast manager on our AR session origin, so we can detect the planes that we are clicking. So to do that, again, I've done it already here, but here I'll demonstrate it for you. So you're gonna do add a component and type in AR array cast. So you're gonna have to click this one right here, which I've done already, I've placed it up here already. So once that's done, we are going to create a new game object called AR cursor. And you can create one yourself. I already have done that here. So as you can see, this is the cursor that I was using. So I'm just gonna drag it in here. I've done it already, but there we go. I'll just have to delete this for now because we already have it here. And then make sure to make this the child of the cursor. So so make sure that this is the child of the AR cursor. So what you can do, you can just drag it up there basically, and then make sure to be placed down here. So you just have to get rid of that again. This is just to demo. So we are on the same track here. So once that's done, make sure what we can do, we can add a component to the AR cursor here, which I've done already. So we're gonna create a script to get it to work. So you can do add a component, and then what we're gonna do, we're gonna name our script, let's call it AR cursor, and then make sure to click new script here. Okay, so I'm just gonna do AR cursor 2 and create an add, and then it will open up. I've done that already. So what it's gonna do is it's gonna open up, let me just delete this real quick here. It's just gonna open up a script for you, C# here, which is the Visual Studio. So I already coded what's needed. So what I'm gonna recommend you do is just copy this, which is I've posted already on my blog post. So you can just copy this whole script and then paste it on your on the Visual Studio as well. And yeah, that should be it. And then you can just save this after. And yeah, that pretty much concludes the tutorial for basic AR application. Thank you so much for tuning in.